Hey Capricorn, welcome into your reading. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on here for you. Universe, angel, spirit guides. We're going into the third week of December for Capricorn. Please let us know their situation. Oh, I was like, why am I feeling such a serious vibe? But it's kind of not. Well, maybe. Let's see. Ten of Cups is happy relationship, happy couplehood. You and somebody here are an ideal candidate to be in a great blended family relationship, partnership. This could even be you with colleagues where you're in an environment where you're loving them, they're loving you. You all like blend. But the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, not there's a but this person wants to talk about it. This person wants to put their cards on the table. Somebody here wants to be honest. This could even be you, Capricorn. I do see here a other incoming energy, very airy like. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but they don't have to be an air sign. They're just somebody that's very in tune to being an air sign. Cerebral, smart, fair, balanced, honest, those kind of things. They don't scream the I love yous, perhaps, but this is their jam. They like to start off relationships based on truth or putting it all out there. And then I see the Fool and then the World. Interesting. Listen, Capricorn, onward, upward, it looks like that. It almost feels like an energy that's taking a hold of you guys and pulling you forward like a wave, right? Although you're trying to control, I don't even want to say control because you don't have a lot of it in this case from your past. It's gone. It's really, really gone. And while you were compartmentalizing, a whole new life was being built right before your eyes. And then it's like all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, wait, so we're actually doing this? Oh my God, we're doing this. We're doing this. It's one of those kind of energies. Now, what's coming in towards Capricorn, please? The King of Wands. Okay. The Fool. Very much, there's like a heavy Aries presence there. But this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Fool card is Aries. Now, this King of Wands is represented by fire, whether it's heavy in their chart or they're just taking on those energies. This person, very attractive, a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion. Now, them being in the upright position tells me they're available for this. And you are taking some sort of risk, some leap of faith. Now, I don't know what kind of risk you're taking. We'll see when we clarify. This could be you saying, fuck it, I'm just going to leave and not have anything lined up. Or the kind of risk where you're like, okay, I'll take a risk towards this individual. So, starting with the Ten of Cups, we're looking at kings that are available to you. And they're male or female. They're just the opposing. And we're starting something off with honesty. What is it Capricorn doesn't see coming their way? I love this card. The Two of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards. This means you love somebody and they love you back. Or these feelings that you're developing for someone, they're developing equally. They're developing in a way where they feel mutual. Now, why is that important for me to say? I don't know if you've exchanged the I love yous. But if you're scared, don't be, because they feel the same way as you do. That's a wrap, folks. New chapter ahead. Let's see what your advice is. I am wondering, though, what it's going to say to me when I do clarify. Because this is in the surprise position of your reading of the week. Don't feel bad about a lack of reconciliation. Strange advice, but there it is. Go towards your happiness, whatever that is. The sun. Staying positive, staying happy, finding that happiness. Life is fucking short, guys. We're not here to live it for other people. Are we responsible for some people? Perhaps, if you have children. But I'm also pretty fucking sure that if you're happy, kids are happy. There's no point in crying over spilled milk. Your advice is to turn around and see these other cups of abundance that are waiting for you. All right? That which is meant for you won't pass you by anyway. It'll keep circling you until you're ready, or vice versa. It'll keep circling them until they're ready. But you don't sit here and wait, right? Three of Cups in reverse. No third party, lack of reconciliation. Not everything needs to be engaged three ways. It's too much. Just go towards your happiness. And why is that significant? Because if you're dealing with two people, a present and a future versus a present and a past, one of them you're not reconciling with. Or you shouldn't, because that's in the advice position. We'll see more when I clarify. But this looks like it's budding and developing for me. And those are all the good feelings. Now, what's the outcome of the week? And timeline-wise, it looks right on point. What do I mean by that? Third week of December, the year of the snake is done. It's wrapping up. The year of the horse is coming in, and it's a fire horse. You move with purpose. You move with courage. You move with determination. You move knowing who you are and what you want. The Ten of Swords. This is ending in betrayal. Why? How do we start so happy and end so, shocking? Oh, I hope it has nothing to do with this. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is actually a good card. It's a card of success. You being successful at work or at your job or your career. It's public recognition. It's like your boss coming out and saying, look at Capricorn, look what they did, how amazing. But it's also in a relationship, somebody that maybe things were like topsy-turvy, like this ending in betrayal, this person comes back to vindicate you, validate you, but it's an ego card. You still need to work with that Six of Wands. You still need to turn it to success, right? How do you do that? I don't know, maybe somebody was being stupid because they got scared, they got nervous. Because the I love yous weren't exchanged. I don't know. We'll see now. Let's start clarifying this for you guys. Clarify the Ten of Cups here for Capricorn. Ugh, guys, I got so backed up at some point because of the private readings. Finally, I could take a breath. I could do all the videos now for YouTube and TikTok. I was struggling. All right. Ace of Wands in reverse. Why? Well, here's two things that are going on. You're definitely letting go of somebody. All right. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you think something is beneath you or below you. But the Ace of Wands in reverse also tells me that this is a failure to launch a passionate new beginning. Again, I don't know if this is your present and your past person or your present and your future person. Well, here you are being a happy, playing happy here, Happyville, but there's a failure to launch something. Now, I don't know if this is one and the same person that you're having the Happyville and you're saying no to something else. You're like, okay, I'll let go of the third party. Or if it's flipped, I'll let go of my past. But it doesn't look like that to me. The Ace of Wands looks like to me that failing to launch a passionate new beginning here with someone or a project at a job. What is the King of Wands and the Fool? Whatever this King of Wands is, I think you're not interested in maybe attempting a future with it because it feels like a burden to you. Okay? So this risk that you're taking, you know that they want something with you. But you're kind of taking that risk and saying, I don't know, it seems like a burden. I might not be interested in launching this passionate beginning with this fire person because I don't know what my future holds with them. I don't know if it doesn't feel rock steady to me. So you're like, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what kind of future I'm going to have. So yeah, I'm probably going to keep it light and fluffy and casual. What's the Two of Cups? Or who is the Two of Cups? What do you want to say, Spirit, here? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, shit. There's your Ten of Swords again, along with over here. Oh, my God. You know it's aligned. Look. Two of Cups, Ten of Swords, Two of Cups. Look, you had an ending and a betrayal, for sure. I mean, I really don't know how to read this to anybody else, or at least it's coming. So be prepared. This is somebody, I'm telling you right now, where you feel mutual. So I hope this isn't a person where you guys just miss the mark ever so slightly because you didn't exchange words on your feelings, right? I mean, I don't see that but I do see you feeling burdened, Capricorn, by having an additional issue to deal with. But with this Two of Cups, I don't know if some of you have decided to move forward with someone else. So you're going slowly and cautiously trying to build stability because you had an ending and a betrayal with somebody else. Others of you, I hope you're not ending this Two of Cups situation because I don't know, it doesn't look rock steady to you or them. Because I see you thinking, this is not your normal state of affairs. You're an earth sign. You shouldn't be in the head. I see you waiting for a message of some kind from someone, and you're holding up strong, and you're waiting. Interesting. Okay. What is the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups in reverse? Maybe you did the ending and betrayal. Could be vice versa. You're discerning adults, you know. You need to go back and forth here with somebody. If you had a lack of reconciliation or why you don't want to reconcile. This is like taking action with someone or something, right? If this is lack of good news and you feel bad or guilty about it, just take action behind it. It's like, okay, you didn't get this job. Start bumping out the resumes. Action. This person, lack of reconciliation, taking action. Be like, okay, let's go out and talk. And then that's that. That's a wrap. Whatever it is. But now's not the time to feel guilt and regret over any actions at this point in time. All right? Because if you do take action behind this, because say you do want a reconciliation, that's what you need to do. Interesting, because I do see the Three of Cups back here and you being curious, and then the universe gets involved and does something and triggers a situation for a person to come towards you that's emotionally mature and available. I think that's what you need, Capricorn. You love the heat, you love the fire, you love the passion, but then eventually they got to be emotionally mature and available. Moreover, the stability then needs to start peeking out. What is the Ten of Swords, please? Yeah, okay. You know how I always use two decks, and how we ended at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Wands? Well, the other deck, your Six of Wands, did come out at the outcome, aligning. Now, also with the Eight of Pentacles, you're working toward, if this is work related, then you're working towards your job, your craft, making money, experience, you're building all of that, and you're getting success, highly success, from something or someone who had betrayed you or is going to betray you. So be careful. Now, let's flip over to relationships. You guys, You do turn it. You do flip it. You know how I said, oh, if you take this could be an ego card, you'll have your person come back to you to vindicate you, validate you, but you have to do something with it. You do. I'm glad to see this. I see that you working against this, because then this happens. This person comes in with the emotional maturity. Others of you, if you're trying to ignore this, you're ignoring this betrayal and ending, and they're coming towards you and they're vindicating, validating you, but you're ignoring them and you're just going straight to work and you're burying yourself in work to not deal. So you're one or the other. Okay? Male and female Capricorns react differently, FYI. What are we reading in the extended? That's why I say be discerning adults and know which camp you're in. That's just the common thread. In the extended, we read about love, what your person's thinking, feeling, the actions they're going to take, etc. It goes down that line of questioning. And all those links are down below. Now, finance and careers, as I suspected, is an issue in your love lives, but worth waiting for. So, maybe someone's trying to get their shit together here, or maybe you are, or maybe you think this is a thing. We'll see when we deep dive in the extended. But let's get a card from the Wisdom House of Night, and that will be your reading this week, Capricorn. All right, what's going on for the Wisdom House of Night? Too many. I was just thinking to myself how weird it is. Like all the, I don't do every sign. I do about 8 to 10. And those few that I don't do here on YouTube do very well on TikTok. Ironic. My highest person, I think, is Aries here. Lowest on TikTok. Highest on TikTok, Virgo. Lowest here. It's pretty funny. I guess it's a different audience. Wisdom House tonight. Maybe it'll change. I don't know. I've only been there a few months. All right. Conclusion. That's right. Things are wrapping up. Let's see what you got here. This is a time of endings and new beginnings. Drawing this symbol indicates that you've come to the end of an experience in your life and you're about to enter a brand new one. Don't resist this conclusion, for endings are important experiences and they're going to help you build stronger foundations for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get the facts before you draw a conclusion about someone. Remember we spoke about that earlier? You can't know the whole story if you haven't read to the end. Remain open even when an ending is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. All right? Also, this is a warning to get all the facts before you draw a conclusion on someone. So this Ten of Swords is like a big thing. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this week. I hope this helped and you enjoyed it. Leave it all down there, and I will chat with you guys next week.